Hi, I'm Tim Rajeff from Echo Rod and Reel Company, and I want to show you how to do a full service on the Bravo LT reels. There's 3 sizes, and the internal components on all 3 sizes are identical. So no matter what size you have, what I'm going to show you will allow you to do a full service on the reel. So we start by pulling the spool off, and inside the spool is where the one-way roller clutch is housed, and that's where you determine whether the reel is spinning left hand to right hand. So I'm going to dump out that clutch and explain to you that literally this is the only part on the reel that is not stainless steel or aluminum. So it will require that this be periodically lubricated. If you don't get it too wet, there are some rubber O-rings that seal this, but from the factory they use a lightweight grease. You can use like a Reel Lube, which is just a simple lightweight oil or some type of grease to keep some lubrication on this one-way roller clutch. Inside here there are a push button that releases the spool, and unless that gets stuck you shouldn't have to do anything there, but a simple light spritz of oil or grease on the end of that is good. And inside the main spool is actually a brass bushing, which is good to have a little bit of grease or oil. In all of these cases, more isn't better. So just put a light film of grease or oil on the moving parts, and don't overdo it, because then the grease starts getting everywhere, and we don't want any grease inside the drag system. So now let's move over to the back of the reel where the drag system is housed. On this design, I want you to start by loosening the drag on the back to take the pressure off these carbon fiber discs. And then now, without tools at all we have to do is loosen the drag cover and dump these discs out. And I take the thrust stem out and lay out these washers, and you can see that there are 2 carbon fiber washers and there are 3 stainless steel washers. One of the stainless steel washers has a irregular shaped hole in the middle, and 2 of them have round holes. These should be dry. You don't want to have grease or water. Obviously you don't want dirt or anything inside the drag system. So I'll dump all the parts out. I'll take a paper towel so that I know I can use it to clean the parts and they won't bounce all over the place. A lot of times we have people call us and they say, hey, I was servicing my reel and parts went springing everywhere. So always put a paper towel down, something to catch the spare parts. So there's nothing else that'll fall out of the back of this reel. And now I'm ready, after I've cleaned them and wiped them all out, I'm ready to reassemble the reel. So I'm gonna put my glasses on. Stop laughing at me. When you get old, you'll need some of these too. Okay, so the reel that has the round center hole and the 2 points drops in first, and those points fit slots in the frame. Now we drop a carbon fiber disc on. Now there's a washer with kind of some flat sides to it. It's a little thicker. That one goes next. And then it's like a sandwich. Then we put some carbon fiber there, the next carbon fiber disc, and then the last disc goes, the one with the round hole, goes in, making sure that these little points line up with the frame. I'm just going to double check to make sure the drag is not tight. I've loosened that, and that's important. Now this sleeve fits down over, and then now I'm going to turn the sleeve until it found the center stainless steel washer. So now basically the reel's ready to be reassembled. I'm going to screw the cover back on, and you'll notice there's a red O-ring. We do have O-ring seals on this reel, so it's designed to be as a sealed drag system, but with time and wear and tear, O-rings, all of them eventually start to dry up, and so eventually water might get in there after a long time of use. But if you keep a little bit of lubrication, just put it on the moving parts and don't put too much in there, because then you'll have grease on those carbon fiber discs and they're supposed to be dry.